Hello everybody and welcome once again to another episode of the Cloudsdale Cafe Spotlight segment, and I am your host once again, Cinnamon Top, and I am joined with a artist who runs a very small Tumblr. His name is Corbin, and he runs a Tumblr of the One True Alicorn. Corbin, how you doing?
Hello all you people, I'm doing fine, thank you for asking, Cinnamon.
Alright, fantastic. Corbin actually contacted us through our Tumblr page, the cloudsdalecafe.tumblr.com, and he asked for an interview. So this is the very first interview request we're doing today. And if you are watching right now and you want to ask for an interview for the Spotlight Cafe, you can go to our YouTube or to our Tumblr and ask, and I will, contact you through either Skype or through Tumblr or YouTube and organize an interview. And you can also message us at the Tumblr Cafe Gmail. That's tumblrcafe@gmail.com. You can also send us anything from submissions to drawings to fan art to whatever. Feel free to add anything you want, and the link will be on the descriptions down below. So, let's get to the interview. Corbin, so this little pony that you have, that's the One True Alicorn, what's he all about?
Well, he's all about having fun and interacting with other ponies, and he's a little brown-colored horse that's having makeshift horn and makeshift wings to want to become an alicorn.
Alright, so he has, fake wings and fake horns, and so why does he want to be an alicorn exactly?
Well, he's lost a lot of people in his life, whether they grew up or they left him high and dry, and being the way he is now, he's not getting any better. And there's certain power that being an alicorn, you attract a lot of people, and he wants that attraction to other ponies.
So, he believes that if he becomes an alicorn, he thinks he's going to be popular.
Yeah.
So, he wants to gain friends and popularity through, through basically becoming an alicorn. Through getting power. And how exactly will this character be gaining this power? Is he... That's his main ambition, right?
Yeah, to want to interact with people, yeah.
Alright, so how exactly is he going to do it? Like, through either magic or some sort of relic? Or, like, a ritual or something?
He's not sure yet of how he will do it, but he will. I'll guarantee that he will. He'll try his best.
Alright, so in Tumblr he'll eventually become an alicorn. And I'm actually guessing, this is just me speculating right now, so once he becomes an alicorn, he's not, what he gets is not really all that great. It's not what he got what he wants, but not what he needs.
Yeah.
Alright, so this character has a lot of inhibitions about himself.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the initial inspiration for this character?
The initial inspiration was, me talking with friends, and somebody asked me to make an alicorn OC, and I thought of just, what would be the funniest alicorn to ever see? And I just drew, a candy-colored horse with Pegasus wings, and I guess it'd be just the start of it. And the inspiration comes from Mac, because I like a lot of his comedy, and I like his art style.
Alright, so your initial inspiration was from Grimdark Big Mac. And
Friends.
And Friends. Excuse me. So, what can you tell us about your pawn? Does he have a name? What if, what does he like? You know, it's like small stuff. Give us a little introduction to this character.
Well, the One True Alicorn, or you can shorten it to Toda. It's basically the same thing. It's a little acronym. He's just a little brown pony that he wants to have fun and interact with people, and reconnect with people.
All right, so this is it's like a little bit of a redemption story that he wants to get in touch back with his old friends, and
Yeah.
through the magic of friendship.
Yeah. Dude. You got it. I guess you could say that.
All right. So, and this Tumblr is mostly a, just looking at it, I assume it's gonna be more of a comedy.
Yeah, it's like a comedy, and yeah, it's a comedy blog. Yeah.
Okay, so this is basically like a joke of all the really bad Alicorn OCs that.
You could say that, yes.
Yeah. So, what do you think of the Alicorn OCs?
Some are really good, and some are really, really, really off.
So what do you tell us about the good ones?
My friend Shannon, she has a really good one, and it's really, she kind of controls the weather part of Equestria. That's what I've been told from her.
So this is kind of making controls the weather, makes the other Pegasus sort of useless, kind of.
It kind of takes a little bit of a job off from Pegasus.
Yeah, it's like having one pony that controls the whole weather.
I mean, it's not mine, but that's a really good one I like.
Yeah, there are certain most of the Alicorn OCs suffer through a lot of character flawed. I mean, I remember this one time. A friend of mine who runs a pretty popular Tumblr got asked a question from this Alicorn OC.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, it was this huge testament of all the things they can do. It's like, I can revive people, I can teleport through in a second. I can...
The Super Mary Sue.
Yeah, it's Super Mary Sue. Just Super Mary Sue profile right there. And the funniest one said, this is from him. I'm quoting right now. It says, I can do anything from teleportation through nuclear holocaust.
Oh God.
And ever since then, we're constantly making this joke. Let me show you my nuclear holocaust.
Want to play me? Let me drop the nuke. Drop the nuke right on you.
It's like some sort of pickup line. But it was
Instead
really... It was really terrible. And I think with characters like that is that you have certain powers and abilities, but those are only valid in your world. And what makes Alicorns particularly annoying is that they invade other people's, worlds and stories, and they want to start picking up a fight. And if you think about it, most Alicorns, they live for 1,000 years, and they're super powerful and smart and blah blah.
Doesn't everything in My Little Pony live for 1,000 years?
I don't know, maybe.
Everything's happened 1,000 years ago.
Everything apparently happened 1,000 years ago. The cool stuff happened 1,000 years ago.
Just all the late generation.
The problem is, if they've lived for those many years, wouldn't you think they're smart enough to start picking fights with people and start acting really immature, and it's just dumb.
Yeah.
Just creating a overly powerful creature with no weaknesses whatsoever. It's really dull, and it's just bad character design.
Yeah. I've made tons of Mary Sues in my life to understand that what a good character is.
So, what can you tell us? So, what do you need to be a good character?
You need to have a little depth, and you need to have an inhibition and the morals for your character. What does he want to be in life, and what does he live by? What code does he live by?
Like Batman.
Oh, Batman, yeah, that's a good character. He's fighting justice one fist at a time instead of a gun.
I am the knight.
I am the knight.
My parents are dead.
I sound like I have kids.
Yeah, so you know what? If you want to be a good character, think of Batman.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I think of like everything that's opposite of most other characters.
So, what do you plan on doing for the Tumblr? Are you gonna make a really big story arc to, like, following his adventures on how he's gonna become an Alicorn?
I've set a plan for that, but just haven't got to that point yet.
Up until now, this is just a little fun experiment you're doing.
Yeah, he's just been having his fun, and he's waiting to enact his plan to become an Alicorn.
Alrighty. Well, now we're pretty much done with the whole, describing the Tumblr and whatnot in the aesthetics of it. Excuse me.
No, that's fine.
Now, how exactly did you happen to become in this fandom?
I came into the fandom late one December's Eve, and I was scrolling through Tumblr, and I saw a GIF of Discord, and I was wondering, like, what kind of character is that? Oh my god, I have to see this. What is this from? And it turned out it was from My Little Pony, and I was just like, they made this? I have to see this. And that was the Discord episodes were the first episodes I saw. And then I started. And then I was just like, damn, I was hooked. I was on the ball with this. And then the second episode I watched was the true series premiere. And the weird part about it is I'm still not finished going through all the seasons, that I'm still missing a couple episodes.
Wow, yeah, but they did a lot of episodes through like 2 years. They have like around 50 something.
Yeah, so from them still trying to catch up with was the Cherry Jubilee episode, where Applejack goes into town and she's all depressed and stuff. She didn't win her big ribbon. Well, spoiler alert, I'm sorry.
Well, up until now, who hasn't watched that episode? That was a really interesting episode.
You can just mute for a couple seconds. Oh.
Yeah. I think it tackled more on Applejack, which is nice. I always like Applejack episodes.
I love Applejack. She's so southern, and she's so rural to me.
So, which one is your favorite character?
I like Applejack, and I wouldn't say she's my favorite, but I'd say that she's the greatest one that I like.
She's like, buy some apples. Yeah, this one's definitely my favorite.
That's Apple Bloom.
He's so...
Buy some
Apple Bloom is a Pokemon, actually.
Apple Bloom. Apple Bloom.
Apple Bloom, I choose you. Apple Bloom, use tackle. Apple Bloom just fainted.
Apple Bloom just fainted.
Apple Bloom evolved into Hufflepuff. Yeah. So, well, my favorite is actually Twilight Sparkle.
Oh.
Because she's, adorable.
Yeah.
She's such a dork, and I love it.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, and this season is actually focused more on Twilight.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've caught up with the season 3. Oh man, I love the newest episode. The song in that is just, I can't get that out of my head.
Oh yeah, Babsy. That was a really really awesome episode. Just this song.
No, but like seen posts that just they totally bag on it, and I'm just like, I don't agree with this, but I see what your point is.
There's certain things I personally really enjoyed this episode. It's not like my favorite, but it's really well done, and they dealt with the concept of bullying, and they did really good. It wasn't kind of like that awkward, you know, like, hey everybody, this is bullying, and it's like, you know,
this is bullying, and bullying's wrong.
yeah, they do that off character thing, and you know, it's that's really kind of, you know, it breaks the feel thing, which some kid shows usually do when they're tackling, you know, the bully subject. But you know, in my opinion, they did it really good, and they did a really interesting story with the character Babsy, that she was picked on before, and she has a lot of, you know, she's very insecure.
I was talking with my friend the other day that she didn't like it either, and I was just like, you have to watch it again, and you have to understand why she did the things she did. Like, I totally understand, because that's how I was as a kid. I was just like, well, you know, I don't like, and
yeah, nobody likes getting picked on, and it's like when
nobody likes getting picked on, and she saw that she was going to get picked on again, and she decided to join other people.
Yeah, and she took the chance, and you know, and that's exactly how it happens.
Join, but
yeah, it's not, you know, it's not something good, and it's not something kids should do, but that's sort of the reality of things, and you know, it made it, you know, it gave her good reason to be, you know, a big jerk to Cutie Mark Crusaders, and I really like it how the Cutie Mark Crusaders weren't really looking for a fight, and they really don't like getting bullied, but they don't want to, you know, fight back or anything, and you know, but then they just, you know, it's like they had enough and they're trying to get her back, but then
spoiler alert, they didn't want to fight back until the end.
Yeah, and you know, it kind of they suddenly, you know, turn things around with like, oh, like Applejack suddenly what's up? It's like, oh, you guys being good friends. You know, she was being picked on a lot and stuff, and if she gets picked on here again, they'll totally traumatize her. But you know, no worries.
Yeah, no biggie. I'll just tell you.
Yeah, it's kind of like a last second type of thing, but
yeah, that's the most complaint that I've seen, that they just now told us that.
Yeah, well, it's actually kind of like a, you know, plot convenience.
Yeah,
it's like a big cloud, like, hey guys, you know, just to let you know.
Yeah. Cousin's traumatized by bullying, you know. Be nice to her.
Yeah, she's very insecure, so, you know, and, yeah, and again, it's like really, I love Sweetie Belle's, like, last lines, like, why does life has to be so ironic?
Why does life have to be so ironic?
And also, there's like a lot of references in that episode, like from the Star Wars reference to the A-Team theme song.
I flipped out the A-Team reference. I was just like, what? No way they got away with it.
That one note kind of, you know, it's the same, but that one note.
I heard like the familiar melody. It was like,
yeah. And, like, you know, Babsy's gone to the dark side, which is, you know, pretty cool.
That's Star Wars reference.
Yeah, another Star Wars reference right there. All in all, I don't know which one's the next episode. I think it's the one with,
is it the Trixie episode?
Oh, yeah, Trixie comes back and challenge Twilight to a magical duel.
Yeah.
The thing with with Trixie is that they made the character kind of two-dimensional and
Yeah, it was
fandom.
really two-dimensional. She was just flat and just like,
Yeah,
I'm better than you. Deal with
exactly.
it.
She just shows up and I'm better than you, and then the fandom wants to turn her three-dimensional, but they're trying to find some depth where there isn't any depth. There is no
Yeah.
reason. She doesn't have any real ambition. She doesn't have any real reason why she went to Ponyville to be better than them. There is no depth to this character, and it's really disappointing because I really want to like Trixie.
Yeah,
She's a
I
good.
really want to like Trixie because everybody else seems to like her, but I don't.
It's not that I don't like her. Is that I know that the team from My Little Pony can do a lot of stuff with her, and they can make her either a really good villain
They haven't
or
tapped it. They haven't tapped the potential yet.
she has a lot of potential to be a really interesting villain and a really interesting character in general. And I think she's like that more of she represents that in real life villain, you know, that's gonna just show up out of nowhere and just try to
The show off.
trying to give you a bad day, and you gotta deal with it very carefully. You know, you just can't tackle him like the other villains like Discord or Luna, and you just you know how to deal with it with the problem. You know, go find the thing and use the elements of harmony. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always this quest to find said object that will destroy said enemy.
Object A destroys character B.
Yeah, that's what they did with the crystal ponies. You know, you gotta find the crystal heart, so the crystal heart will power the crystal ponies, and the crystal ponies use the energy within the crystal heart to do things and kill Zombra.
Kill Zambra.
Yeah, so Zambra was like the first enemy that got killed, but they hinted out, you know, that his horn.
Oh, you might not be dead. No. No.
He'll probably come back in season 4. Like Return of Zombra or something like that. But I'm actually really excited for this episode because finally, after a season of everybody wanting a Trixie episode, we're gonna get it really early in this season, and it's gonna be cool.
Yeah. I can't wait. Yeah.
Hopefully, we don't end this season with a huge cliffhanger, and it's gonna be like,
Oh man, I was hearing about that like last night. I was listening to the podcast and it's like, what if they ended it on like a 30-minute cliffhanger? And I was just like, I can't wait that long for a conclusion. Another 6 months is no good.
That's no good.
That'd be the quote rare. The worst possible thing.
Yeah, it really does. Like, it's like not that. It's kind of like you're frustrating. You really like invested a lot of time watching this, and it's like waking up. I have to wake up like at 11 a.m. to watch the episodes on the hub. I'm one of the fortunate ones that actually have Dish and has the full, all of the channel package thing.
Mm-hmm. I watch it on YouTube because I took out my cable a long time ago.
Yeah, but this. Yeah, but this show, I just really like the show, and it's amazing how this show actually created a lot of, just a lot of inspiration for so many artists and so many people, and it really just inspires just everybody who is a fan of this show to be very productive and to make a lot of cool stuff.
This show has changed me so much. Like, I used to be like this. So I'm just like, I just came into school like sad one day, and now I just come in with a smile on my face, and I'm just like, yay, what's up, everybody?
Why are you smiling? Because ponies.
Because ponies. Because I have this candy-colored horse in my life, and it makes me happy.
I actually have a bunch of My Little Pony pins on my backpack.
I I finally bought my first brony shirt, and it was a Doctor Who shirt.
Oh, that was mine too.
Oh, the one with the
Sonic Screwdriver.
yeah, I got that one.
Yeah. I have that one, and there's actually two Doctor Who t-shirt, or Doctor Who's. And now they changed his name to Time Turner, officially.
Mm-hmm.
It's like some people use Time Turner, other people use Doctor Who's.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's still the Doctor. To me, he's still a Doctor. He's definitely like the David Tennant version. Now they need to make other versions of the Doctor.
Mm-hmm. I've seen like they've referenced that there's many Doctors. Like, I think it was in the Gala episode that there were like like three other ones,
And
three other
also,
Doctors.
yeah, and also the Master was there, and in the, I think in the wedding, the Master was there, and there was like another pony that had glasses and had a
No,
scarf.
it was the Harry Potter pony.
The Harry Potter pony, yeah, that they had the scarf with the same colors of Gryffindor.
Yeah,
And,
I flipped out for that one. I was just like, what?
yeah, that I still can't, affirmatively say that is the Harry Potter pony. And after that episode, there hasn't been another sighting of that character. So
My
yeah.
friend runs a Potter pony Tumblr. Have you seen that one?
No, I haven't actually.
Oh, I'll link it to you after this.
Okay.
It's really good.
Yeah. So yeah, I think this kind of wraps up for this little interview, and it was really fun having you.
Oh, it was fun being here.
Alrighty. So I guess this concludes another episode of Cloudsdale Cafe Spotlight, and this has been Corbin. Again, he is the mod of the Tumblr called the One True Alicorn. It's very funny with a very cute art style. A little bit simplistic, but it has certain appeal. And I would like to thank you once again to accepting, or, just like, being here. You asked to be here.
I was the one that requested you.
Yeah, I usually say thanks to the guests and stuff, but a bit of a formality. Well, alrighty. And if you are also looking forward to be interviewed, or if you want to send a request, you can do so at our Tumblr and the CloudsdaleCafe.tumblr.com. The link is in the description below. You can also message us on our YouTube as well, and our Gmail. That's the CloudsdaleCafe at gmail.com. It's going to be in the description as well. So this has been Cinnamon Top from the Cloudsdale Cafe, and I'll see you guys next week with more interviews and more Pony Shaponi Pony.
Yay!